So the first chart that we're going to take a look at is the individual value plot, the IVP. This is a pretty simple and straightforward one. It just plots each data point in order. So the x-axis here is the order in which they are measured or they're put into the software. And the y is the actual measurement with the larger measurements, the larger values on top, the lower ones down below. It has three horizontal lines. The green one, X bar, is the mean of this sample data. The upper is the upper control limit, and the lower red line is the lower control limit. An individual value plot is used to assess whether your measurements are in control. So if there's a measurement outside of the control limit, you will see it marked as a red square, easily identified from the in control blue circles. So we would use it to determine if our process is stable enough for a valid capability analysis. We'll talk about this a little bit more in weeks to come when we actually look at each of these on like a real personal level with them. This is just kind of a high overview of what a capability six-pack is so that you're prepared for that in-depth analysis. So some downsides to an individual value plot is that you cannot use it to assess trends if the order that the products were produced is unknown. Okay, so let's say you're doing random sampling, which is great, but you're just pulling it out of a box. That's not great random sampling because, well, what if, you know, the bad parts sink down to the bottom of the box, right? So really, a random sample means that you're sampling from random times or even, you know, set time intervals so that you get random pieces out. So you want it to be across and in order if you're going to be using this, okay? But even if they're out of order, you can still use it to find those out of control points. And this is going to be actually a downside for a lot of these because a lot of them go in order, and you can't assess trends if the order is unknown.